The techie stuff from Nina's story and the other things I've mentioned are just a few examples of the technologies that are around today, but that aren't being used when they could or should play a role in making policing more efficient. Why is it, though, that more isn't being done with today's available technologies? One of the reasons is that the tendency has been to use technology to improve an existing process, not to change the process so that it becomes more effective and more appropriate. In other words, to use technology to enable change. We heard several references this morning about garbage in, garbage out, and information technology not being the right mechanism to put a poor process right. Absolutely correct. This is the opportunity that the Modernising policing agenda provides right now, as advocated by the government white paper and Jan's paper, and which is within the aims and ambitions of the ISIS programme. Though ISIS is well known by many, and getting more well known every day, I have seen mention of it to operational staff leading to glazed eyes. Now, I may be exaggerating for effect here, but the information technology connotation can lead to people taking the attitude that ISIS is, well, it's the IT department's responsibility. In my view, this is not entirely correct. IT does have a significant role to play, of course, but ISIS is not just about converging technology. It's also about reducing bureaucracy, about optimising procurements, as well as being about consolidating back-office systems. It is about focusing on leveraging technology to make the whole of policing more effective. On being given the scale of the profound savings challenges that were outlined in last week's white paper, a commercial organisation would seize the opportunity that the absolute necessity to change brings. They'd be faced with little choice. The first thing they would have to do is to analyse and assess the way they do business, see what and where processes need to change to reduce wastage, remove costs, create efficiencies. Or perhaps look at where new processes are required in order to deliver the fundamental transformation that is needed in order to maintain business survival. They then have to make sure that the whole of the new or revised business processes are implemented alongside the people change programme, organisational changes, training and so on, to optimise their business to operate in the new, financially challenging environment. In this context, it is inconceivable that technology would be used for anything other than to enable that transformation. IT cannot be considered any longer simply to be an infrastructural support tool. It has to be an inherent part of the effectiveness, even the survival of the business. So, the police ICT community needs to stop reconfiguring technology based on what has always been done, but rather to focus on using technology to improve and enable the effectiveness of the business process of policing. For example, why are there today separate systems for handling crimes and incidents? As far as the public are concerned, they're all the same. It's just a matter of scale of severity. I anticipate that under the forthcoming financial environment, efforts will be made to improve the command and control incident handling, but yet still have it operate separately from crime recording. Why not seize the opportunity to optimise and transform the way things are done for the better process-wise, but also to improve effectiveness and to save money? The technology is there to enable such a change. Technology should be used exactly as that, as an enabler. Too often, IT can be a constraint to progress. This is mostly by virtue, and it's not just in the police, it's everywhere, of the piecemeal way that technology has been applied in the past. For example, the plethora of databases that hold information relating to an individual or an incident makes it, at the very least, a challenge to find relevant data, and at the same time be sure that you have all that is available, that nothing is missing. The commercial world learnt a long time ago that the only way to drive down the cost of service delivery is to know where the money is going. At present, there is no easy way to cost operational policing activity because the component parts that make up the full costing data are held in various different databases, on different systems, and usually in formats that make it difficult to assimilate the data. Most forces today can only review the cost of operational activity at the end of each month. That can't be right. Persisting in using technology to react to implement piecemeal solutions really hampers the potential of IT to be the enabler of the future that it can and needs to be. Next generation systems, those champions products and services which will arrive with ISIS, must bring such things together so that the business of policing can be better managed.